Have you ever wondered what it was really like to be a Viking? Not just the horned helmets from the cartoons, but the real, gritty, day-to-day life of a Norse raider. Today, we're going on an epic journey. We'll leave the quiet shores of Scandinavia, face the fury of the open sea, and experience the thrill and terror of a Viking raid, all through the eyes of someone who lived it. This isn't just history, this is an adventure. So grab your axe and let's set sail back in time. Our story begins in a small village nestled deep within a misty fjord in the north. Life here is harsh, dictated by the unforgiving seasons. The days are a cycle of hard work, farming the thin soil, fishing in the cold, dark waters, and mending tools by the warmth of a longhouse fire. But beneath the surface of this routine, a different energy stirs. The young men and women listen to the skalds, the poets, who sing tales of legendary heroes, of gods like Odin and Thor, and of untold riches waiting across the vast gray sea. It's in these stories, shared in the flickering firelight, that the seeds of adventure are planted. The desire for glory, for a name that will be sung for generations, is a powerful calling. As the long, dark winter finally loosens its grip, the village begins to buzz with a new purpose. Preparations for the journey are underway. It's a community effort. Smiths are hard at work, their hammers ringing as they forge and sharpen swords, spearheads, and the fearsome Viking axe. Women are weaving new, sturdy sails from wool and flax, their looms clicking rhythmically. Food for the voyage is gathered. Dried fish, salted meat, hard bread, and barrels of fresh water and ale. Every single item is chosen with care, because out on the open sea, your life depends on what you bring. For a young Viking, this is a rite of passage. They are not just packing supplies. They are preparing to prove their worth, to earn their place among the warriors they've admired their whole life. So why did they do it? Why risk everything to sail into the unknown? To understand that, you have to understand their beliefs. The Vikings lived in a world shaped by powerful gods and epic myths. They believed in Valhalla, the great hall ruled by Odin, where warriors who died bravely in battle would feast and fight for eternity. This wasn't just a story, it was a core motivation. A glorious death in combat was far more desirable than a quiet end from old age. They also sought wealth, not just for comfort, but as a measure of a man's success and influence. Bringing back treasure from a raid meant you could provide for your family, gain respect, and secure your legacy. It was a powerful combination of faith, ambition, and a thirst for a life less ordinary. The heart of any Viking expedition is the longship. This isn't just a boat, it's a masterpiece of engineering and art. Carved from mighty oak trees, it's long, narrow, and incredibly flexible, designed to ride the waves rather than fight them. The prow rears up like a mythical beast, often carved into the fearsome head of a dragon, designed to terrify their enemies and protect the crew from sea monsters. These ships are shallow enough to sail up rivers, yet strong enough to cross the open ocean. As the crew gathers on the shore, they look upon their ship with a mixture of pride and reverence. This vessel is their home, their weapon, and their key to fortune and glory. It is the physical embodiment of the Viking spirit. With a final push, the longship slides into the water. The crew leap aboard, finding their places on the wooden chests that serve as both storage and rowing benches. The sail, a huge square of painted wool, is hoisted, and it billows as it catches the wind. The village watches from the shore, a mix of hope and fear in their eyes. For the sailors, the moment is electric. The familiar coastline begins to shrink, the mountains of home fading into the mist. Ahead of them lies nothing but the vast, unpredictable expanse of the open sea. There are no maps, no compasses, only the sun, the stars, and the instincts of a seasoned captain to guide them. The great adventure has truly begun. Life at sea quickly falls into a routine, a constant battle against the elements and boredom. Days are spent maintaining the ship, mending ropes, and keeping watch. The rowers pull at their heavy oars. When the wind dies, their muscles straining in a steady, hypnotic rhythm. Space is tight, privacy is non-existent, and the food, though nourishing, becomes monotonous. To pass the time, they tell stories, sing songs, and gamble with dice carved from bone. They share tales of past raids and dream of the riches to come. A strong bond forms among the crew, a brotherhood forged by shared hardship and a common goal. Out here, you rely on the man next to you for your very survival. Then, the sky darkens. The sea, once their pathway, turns into a raging monster. A storm hits with terrifying force. Giant waves, cold and green, crash over the deck, threatening to swamp the ship. The wind howls like a hungry wolf, tearing at the sail and rigging. The temperature plummets, and freezing spray soaks everyone to the bone. This is where the Viking longship proves its worth. Its flexible hull bending and groaning, but not breaking. The crew works together with desperate, focused energy, bailing water, wrestling with the steering, and praying to Thor, the god of thunder, to see them through. It's a primal fight for survival against the full, raw power of nature. After what feels like an eternity, the storm breaks. A weary sun appears, casting a weak light on the exhausted crew and their battered ship. The deck is a mess of frayed ropes and splintered wood. Some supplies may have been washed overboard, but the ship is intact. And more importantly, the crew is alive. A quiet relief settles over them. They have faced the wrath of the sea and survived. This shared trial has hardened their resolve and strengthened their bond. They mend the damage, take stock of what they have left, and turn their eyes back to the horizon. The storm was a test, and they passed. Their confidence, though shaken, is renewed. Days later, a cry comes from the lookout. Land, all eyes strain to see the faint, dark line on the horizon. As they draw closer, it resolves into a green and gentle coastline, dotted with small settlements. This is it. This is what they came for. But this isn't a land of fjords and mountains. It's a place of rolling hills, quiet monasteries, and farms that look peaceful and unprepared. For the Vikings, this peacefulness is a sign of vulnerability. The excitement on board is palpable. Weapons are checked one last time. Shields are lined up along the side of the ship. The dragon head on the prow seems to grin. The hunt is about to begin. The longship glides silently into a quiet bay. Under the cover of dawn, the Vikings pour onto the shore, moving with a speed and ferocity that is shocking. The raid is a whirlwind of organized chaos. They target a wealthy monastery, a place known to hold gold, silver, and other treasures, but with few defenders. The monks and local villagers are caught completely by surprise. The Viking attack is brutal and efficient, designed to create panic and overwhelm any resistance. They are not just warriors, they are tacticians. They strike fast, seize what they came for, and prepare to disappear as quickly as they appeared. This is the terrifying reality behind the legends. The raid is over in what feels like moments. The Vikings regroup on the beach, their arms laden with the spoils. They have chests of gold and silver chalices, ornate jewelry, fine fabrics, and anything else of value they could carry. This is the loot, the tangible reward for their long and perilous journey. They pilot into the longship, their spirits high. They have succeeded. They have proven their strength and courage, and they have won the wealth that will change their standing back home. Each piece of treasure is a story, a testament to their daring. But there's no time to celebrate. They must leave before any organized defense can be mounted. With the treasure secured, they push the longship back into the water and raise the sail. They leave the smoking coastline behind them, melting back into the sea from which they came. The journey home is different. The mood is lighter, filled with triumph and relief. The crew is no longer a group of hopeful youths, but seasoned warriors with stories to tell and wealth to show for it. They still faced the dangers of the sea, but now they are powered by the thrill of victory. They are returning home, not just as men, but as heroes in their own right. Their names ready to be added to the songs sung around the longhouse fire. And so, our journey ends. We've seen the world through the eyes of a Viking, from the quiet ambition in their home village to the terrifying fury of a raid. It was a life of extreme hardship and incredible daring, driven by a unique blend of faith, honor, and the pursuit of glory. These were not one-dimensional villains, but a complex people living in a brutal world who left an undeniable mark on history. Their stories, etched in blood and gold, continue to fascinate us to this day. Thanks for joining this epic voyage into the past. If you enjoyed this journey, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more adventures through history.